Crisis in the Horn of Africa. Fighting against famine. In the summer of 2011, tens of thousands of people in Somalia, Ethiopia, Djibouti, Kenya, and Uganda were dying. It was the world's worst food crisis. The five affected countries are located at the eastern tip of Africa, an area called the Horn of Africa. Hunger drove people to abandon their homes in search of food. An estimated 450,000 people made their way to refugee camp in Dadaab, Kenya. Among them was Aiden, a 3-year-old boy from Somalia. He and his family had walked for 25 days to reach the camp. On the way, his mother died. When Aiden arrived at the camp, he was close to death from malnutrition, a lack of adequate food. Aiden's father took him to the camp's nutrition center, where he received treatment. For a month, Aiden's father never left his side. Gradually, Aiden recovered. He and his family remained at the camp. They had nowhere else to go. Starving in Somalia. Of the countries experiencing famine, Somalia was the most severely affected. Drought caused shortages of food and water. Around 4 million people, half of Somalia's population, were hungry. Many people in Somalia make their living by raising livestock. Drought dries up the pasture or grazing land that provides food for the animals. As a result, many animals die, and the people who raise them lose not just their livelihood, the way they support themselves, but their way of life. In the summer of 2011, 75,000 Somalis sought relief in Dadaab. By fall, aid groups were still trying to reach millions of people in danger of starving. Nobody knows for sure how many children were at risk of dying. The worst drought in 60 years. The drought in East Africa was the worst in 60 years. In Somalia, drought and desertification combined to increase the threat of famine. Desertification occurs when productive land in an arid or semi-arid climate becomes too dry or desert-like to be fertile. In Somalia, the loss of trees was a primary cause of desertification. People burned forests to create charcoal to sell. With fewer trees to block the wind, soil erosion increased. Somalia's problems are also political. In 1991, rebels overthrew the government. Since then, different groups have fought a long civil war for control of the country. As a result, Somalia has had a weak central government. It has been unable to afford programs to improve agriculture and irrigation. In 2009, a military group called Al-Shabaab forced aid agencies to leave a number of areas where they were trying to bring food to the population, leaving people to go hungry. As a BBC News report on Africa stated, basically, conflict turns drought into famine. Relief and hardship. In October 2011, rains fell in south-central Somalia, where drought in some areas had lasted as long as 2 years. People could once again plant crops. The rains also brought more suffering. However, in refugee camps in and around Mogadishu, Somalia's capital, people were living in makeshift huts of cardboard, sticks, and plastic sheeting. When the rains came, the flimsy huts fell apart. As a result, hundreds of thousands of displaced people were left without shelter. The rains also made it more difficult to distribute aid, while at the same time increasing the risk of cholera and other waterborne diseases. Risk of disease is greatest among people who are weak and undernourished, especially children. Crowded conditions in the camps further increase the risk. In Somalia, malaria threatened millions of people. Mosquitoes, the insects that carry malaria, require water to breed. In the wetter conditions, the number of mosquitoes multiplied rapidly. Combating famine. The crisis in Somalia called for immediate solutions. Feed the hungry, provide shelter, and care for the sick. Long-term solutions were equally important to prevent similar crises in the future. International organizations began developing systems to manage drought and stop desertification. They recommended that drought-prone countries such as Somalia improve the way they monitor droughts and share information. Environmental organizations have worked to slow desertification and improve agricultural productivity. One effort has reduced the amount of charcoal exported from Somalia. Another plan aims to introduce beekeeping to help farmers increase their income and provide greater food security. Aid agencies have provided farmers with seeds for growing several crops, including corn. Farmers have also received fertilizers and tools for improving their yield, the amount of food they can grow per acre. Aid agencies have helped rebuild roads and irrigation channels that were destroyed in Somalia's civil war. Peace may bring relief. Many believe that efforts should focus not just on international aid for Somalia's people, but on making the government strong and stable. Experts hope that a strong central government will be able to end the fighting and bring peace to the country. With the conflicts ended, the people of Somalia could focus on rebuilding their homes and farms. The solution to hunger in Somalia will not come only from international aid. With a peaceful, stable government, the Somalis themselves can work toward preventing famine in the future.